think there's a chance Jordan Poyer is currently in Costa Rica right now.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
I think there's a chance. He posted on his Instagram last night a picture from Playa Estadios Este.
Nailed it.
Thank you. Zito, did that sound good?
Yes, it did.
Okay, thank you. Zito speaks Spanish, so that is obviously the little check there. When we look within and heal our wounds, we contribute to the healing of the planet by shifting the collective consciousness towards greater love, empathy, and sustainability. And hell yeah, brother. I mean, amen.
Come on.
With a good use of an emoji at the end, kind of bring it all together. He's sitting at a table with, on the left side, a white with sunglasses and a lady with dark hair who seems to be explaining the world. Okay, here's the universe, here's you, here's how this whole thing goes. And then if you look at the blue hat with the sunglasses and mustache, I'm not 100% sure, but from the side profile, is that a future vice president of the United States of America?
It could be.
You know
It
what?
certainly looks
Okay.
like
Looks like
it.
VP. VP Aaron.
Okay, so Huga, I believe that is Aaron Rodgers there. Now, when the news broke on the internet yesterday that from the New York Times that RFK Jr. had Aaron Rodgers as one of the finalists for his potential vice president in his independent presidential run that is currently taking place, obviously the world...
Oh, yeah.
Exploded.
The world, what? Tom Pelissero was the one that was able to break the news in the football world, so this entire thing went. Aaron Rodgers and Jesse the Body Ventura, who is a former WWE wrestler and also governor of Minnesota.
Correct.
I do believe, who has always been a very independent mind thinker and very free to speak about however the hell he feels. I think a lot of people would say he has courage to say things that, a lot of other people don't say is how that his whole thing is wrapped. Just like Aaron Rodgers, if you could see what RFK Jr. is kind of looking for here. And boy, I did not expect this one. You know, I had no idea this one was going to happen. I start thinking back. You can see how RFK Jr. maybe Aaron really ruffled some feathers in the politics world. Yeah, we happen to be in the middle of that.
Yep.
Sure.
And I didn't necessarily love the feathers that were ruffled because I had to be in the middle of the storm, in the middle of the absolute storm. But hey, listen. Aaron Rodgers, friend of the program, friend of ours. This is how he feels. He's one of the greatest quarterbacks in the history of football. This is how he feels. You're learning that as journalism. Okay?
Journalism.
You're learning about this particular person. So I reached out to a source. Says, from my understanding, there is a chance that said person that is potential future vice president for an independent president, if that was ever to happen, first time ever in the history of the United States of America, never really got more than, I think, 4% vote or something.
Correct.
If it happens, though. I've done a lot of quick research here over the last day. I'm sure there's people that know a lot more. That man, the world found out while that man was in Costa Rica, that vice president.
Yeah.
So whenever that picture is posted, Jordan Poyer, Aaron Rodgers, we can allude now from our source, down in Costa Rica right now.
Correct.
What are they doing in Costa Rica? We assume there's a chance they're going to take a visit to the plant god.
Exactly.
right.
Getting ready to sit with the medicine.
They're ready to sit with the medicine, and they said you don't necessarily have to go attic and basement if you prepare for this entire thing.
Nice.
And to be honest, I had no idea. Thank you for Jordan Poyer for documenting this. That is a much nicer setup than I was expecting whenever I heard these stories of the ayahuasca usage down in Costa Rica, because they're talking about being in a teepee and all this stuff. I'm like, well, I'm never doing that. And I've seen other people do videos, and it's like you're walking through mud, like you're sleeping on, like
jungle.
Seems like a very nice setup down there for them. Feels like the people that go down there, everybody that does it seemingly comes back on the other side of it feeling like a better person, feeling better about themselves. I think they're all seeking something whenever they choose to go to Costa Rica to do this. And I think that's why anytime I hear somebody has done it, I'm like, I'm happy that you went and found something that makes you happy or fulfilled inside of that. I'm not 100% sure, though, that the quarterback for the New York Jets necessarily knew that the New York Times was going to be reporting that he was potentially going to be vice president. I didn't get many follow-up questions in there, because in the middle of something. But I'm not 100% sure there was a full rollout plan because he would not be in Costa Rica, you would think, if that was the case. Now, Jets fans read that.
Boy.
And they go, well,
we just like quarterback.
We just kicked the entire season.
Yep.
4 plays into our season, it ended, and then we were just like, next year will be better because he's going to play more than 4 plays. I would assume that Aaron's going to be a quarterback for the Jets and play great football. I would assume that this vice president thing potentially was a part of a conversation that took place and people in the know at the time heard it and said, hey, this is being discussed, especially because RFK Jr. is going as an independent, so there's a lot of people that potentially would try to be ruining it. Like there is, not ruining, but you get it. That's political. That's how that whole thing goes. So I do wonder, and we will try to get the answer from Aaron in where his mindset is, but I'm not 100% sure this is, from my perspective, from the things that I know, that this is anywhere near a reality.